No other Disney Channel era is the best. I'm sorry if you think that, you know, like Elaborats is, you know, one of the best shows. You've obviously never seen Hannah Montana. I hated that one. You know why? Because they changed the main characters. Who does that? It was kind of scary. Like, I was kind of scared. Doesn't hit the same as it did when I was 7 years old eating pretzels after school. You know, so it's not my thing. It's not my cup of tea. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, hi, my name is Mackenzie. And for the first video of 2023, the first official, I mean, I uploaded, you know, my Christmas vlogs, but that was kind of more December. My actual first video for January 2023 is going to be ranking Disney Channel original movies. I've ranked all the iconic Disney Channel shows. I've ranked Nickelodeon shows. I've done the 90s TV shows, and I've done my list of surgeries. So I've done a few of these tier list videos. I'm really excited for this one to be my first video back because these videos do really, really well on my channel, and they're also really fun to film as well and talk about because Disney Channel was just the best in my era. I'm 23. I was in the 2000s peak of Disney, and it was just the best. Like the movies and the shows were hit after hit after hit. So many stars came from my era of Disney. I take huge pride in the fact that I was, you know, here in the height of Disney. And nobody can ever change my mind on that. Like, no other Disney Channel era is the best. I'm sorry if you think that, you know, like Elaborats is, you know, one of the best shows. You've obviously never seen Hannah Montana. There's a lot of movies here. So we're just gonna get right on into the video. But before, like always, I'm gonna tell you the tier list names, what I've named them, and kind of why. So the top tier, the best of the best, can't get any better, is always gonna be God tier. So, you know, like I say all the time, you can't get better than God. So these shows are equal to God. And then the next category down, which is, it's really, really great, it's like right under God tier, is Bop to the Top. So obviously I'm referencing, I can't say that word. I'm referencing. You know when you say word and you're like, that doesn't sound right. I know it's right, but it doesn't sound right. That's what's happening currently in my brain right now. So I'm referencing High School Musical with Bop to the Top. But like, this show goes to the top. It's just slightly under God tier though. Next category down, I always do this one. It's good for its time, but wouldn't watch it again because I feel like there are those movies or there are those shows where they were really good for the time and you really loved it, but if you try to go back and watch it now, you're like, doesn't hit the same as it did when I was 7 years old eating pretzels after school. You know, so the last and final category is Watch It and Weep. So this is referencing Read It and Weep, which is a Disney Channel original movie we will be discussing, but I changed it to Watch It and Weep. So this is like just really bad, which I feel like there's not a lot of them, if any. So excited about that. And let's start with the first movie, which is Cowbells.
Honest mistake. Go blueberries, yo. Little help? Somebody.
Like, I watched Cowbells recently with my mom, and my mom was kind of like, she fell asleep. Like, she wasn't really into it. I don't know. I think it's a really good lesson to learn. It's a really good movie. What am I talking about? That's a very great movie. And I kind of feel like it needs to go Bop to the Top. Because when I look at this array of movies, there are some that automatically, without thinking, go to God tier. And I'm kind of thinking about Cowbells, like, should it be in God tier? And I feel like if you are thinking about it, that tells you what you need to know, which is it's not God tier worthy. Because I feel like God tier, you wouldn't think twice. It would be like, duh. So Bop to the Top is Cowbells. Love it. Allie and AJ are just nostalgic. They were my first concert with Drake Bell and Corbin Bleu.
Hey, I'm Alex.
I'm Corbin. I'm Drake Bell.
And I'm AJ.
And this is how we get ready for tour.
Which we will get to Corbin Bleu because he is in this list a few times. Also, Cowbells was one of those movies where it had Jackson Meade in it. So cute. And he was one of those boys that, you know, I was like 7, but I was like awakened to the fact that boys were cute. So next movie, My Mom Got a Date with a Vampire. So this movie's funny. The main character, the main actress, the mom, is really funny. She is the aunt in Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
The Hanson kids are dying to get their mom out on a date.
She'll go out, then we'll go out. Dimitri's a vampire.
Disney Channel presents I Have the Power.
Yeah, right.
Mom's got a date with a vampire.
It's not watch it and weep status. Like, I don't remember watching it being like, this is so stupid. But I don't have a desire to, you know, chill it back and be like, you know what I feel like watching? My Mom Got a Date with a Vampire. Like, I don't, you know. We're gonna go and put it to good for its time, but wouldn't watch again. I feel like that's agreeable. I feel like we can, you know, clap to that one. Stuck in the Suburbs. So this movie also is like nostalgia on steroids. I don't know what it is, but there's something about this movie that feels so homey and safe. Like, does that make any sense? I don't know. When I think of this movie, I picture myself in my living room in our first house. Screen door open, it's summer, you can hear the lawnmower, you kind of run outside, you like get in the pool for a little bit, and then you come in, and then you're like, oh, let me put on some Stuck in the Suburbs.
Oh, you take away the lonely pain. Oh yeah. I'm in a dream, someone could see right through who I was, and you're all I could be.
So with all of that, presents itself a really great movie. So we are going to put this movie in Bop to the Top. They like had to get their phone back from this celebrity. Jordan Cahill's like the celebrity, the male celebrity. Also, it's the guy that is in SNL or was in SNL. I can't remember if he still is, but he's really, really funny.
I'm messing with you. I know. Remember?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Glice. How am I supposed to compete with this? It's flawless. Who would not fall in love? Give me just a little bit of what you have. I have the arms of a bat.
Next movie is Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior. So I remember really liking this movie because this was around the time Sweet Life of Zack and Cody was still airing. So like London Tipton was a huge part of Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, and she was the main character in this. Looking at all that it's up against, I kind of feel like it needs to go in good for its time, but wouldn't watch it again because it's like martial arts and it must have not been like the greatest ever because like all I remember is that it's about martial arts. Good for its time, but wouldn't watch it again. Next movie is Cheetah Girls.
Cause we are sisters, we stand together. We're Cheetah Girls, Cheetah sisters. Gotta do.
Iconic. See, like with this one, you don't even have to think. You're just like, oh, obviously God tier. It's the first one in God tier, well deserved. I would just like to point out that sequels don't really do that well all the time. It's like usually we're good on one movie and that's it. You don't need to make it into another because sometimes it fails and it's just like one movie's good enough, you know? But I will say with the Disney franchise back in the day, the sequels were everything. Everything. They really just were great. Next one, speaking of a sequel, Cheetah Girls 2. I just said 4, but it is 2. Cheetah Girls 2 was so good. It might be my favorite.
You gotta strut like you mean it. Free your mind. Don't let it be over. Don't let it be over.
That is going right up to God tier. That is when they went to Barcelona. Not to mention it gave us like the best bops of all time. Next movie is Get a Clue.
Get a clue. He
likes you. That's why he treats you like a reject in the outlet mall.
So this is one of those movies that I know were popular, and like Lindsay Lohan obviously is iconic in herself, but I don't remember this movie at all. I remember watching it, I think, but I don't remember the premise, like what's going on, I don't know. But like I say in my other ones, I'm aware when a movie is good though, but I just don't really know. So I feel like I don't know it enough to be like, oh, watch it and weep. Because I feel like, you know, that's harsh. We are going to put it in good for its time, but wouldn't watch again. Next movie is Camp Rock.
This is real, this is me.
You're the voice I hear inside my head, the reason that I'm singing.
So we love Camp Rock. That is among the greats, among the iconic ones. So, but I would like to point out that growing up and maturing is realizing that it's not the best acting. Like you watch it and you're kind of like, wow, that's very cheesy.
Check me out. Cool.
Check me out.
Look, man, right now, you're the bad boy to the press.
Think you're hot, but I'm sorry you're not.
Where'd he go? I'm Tess Tyler.
Clap if you care.
What? Rise and shine, superstar.
Rise and shine.
Baby, it's up to me.
All right.
It's up to me. All the never-ending possibilities. Mitchie? She's really good.
But again, it's all about the nostalgia factor and kind of just like the mega celebrities that are in this movie. Demi Lovato,
Your favorite dish?
I like mugs.
Joe Jonas, Nick Jonas, Kevin Jonas.
Hi, we're the Jonas Brothers, and welcome to ASMR, Song and Sounds. Today we're going to be reading Sucker.
An older person that wasn't a part of the generation would watch it and be like, she's really good. Like that, like they would be like, okay, like girl.
No more hiding, I wanna be. Yeah, this is me. How do you spell it? Can we?
Just in my heart of hearts, feels like it needs to be in God tier because it is. It was so bad that it was good. Cliche and cheesy, but like loved it. Love you. Next movie, probably, you know, one of the greatest of all time to come out of Disney, High School Musical, and it's not even one of the greatest. It is the greatest. High School Musical is superior. If there was a tier above God tier, it would go there.
She's got a point.
Yeah, we're gonna pop to the top.
Child. Anyway, so.
A classic. Classic. Not debatable. Not up for debate.
But Censor's not. It's going right up to God tier, and we're just giving a moment of silence. For how great that movie is. I think we all know. Like we get it. I know you get it. I see you.
Wait a minute, I took time and place. Oh, wait a minute, in my head new game.
Next movie, Halloweentown.
Where'd that bus come from? I don't know, but I'm not missing it. Mom said they were just pretend. Talon, this is Halloweentown, just like the book.
So Halloweentown, love. I don't even know where I was going with that. Like I was gonna say a speech about it. It's just great. So why am I like Alexis from Schitt's Creek? I'm like, yeah, but like Halloweentown. I feel like that needs to go to God tier for the simple fact that every single Halloween, without a doubt, I'm watching it. It doesn't get old. It's on every Halloween, every fall. It's like the staple of fall for a Disney Channel kid. Next one, Xenon.
Hi, I'm Xenon. At least you don't live down there.
I'm aware that some people liked this movie. It's just not my style. It's not my thing. It's not my cup of tea. So I think it's gonna go and watch it and weep. I'm really sorry. If you were a Xenon girly or boy, I'm sorry. Next movie is The 13th Year. So this is the movie where the son, as he gets water on him, like turns into a merman as he gets older.
Go get my mom and dad. Hurry. What's happening to me?
I feel like it needs to go and bop to the top. Putting it like with Cheetah Girls doesn't seem right to me, you know. Next movie, Cadet Kelly.
Military school? No. Yes.
Sweet dreams, maggot.
Why me? Cadet Kelly caught me, reporting for duty.
So I feel like there's mixed reviews on Cadet Kelly, which it's like you either love it or you don't. I loved it. I felt like for some reason, like I kind of want to watch it after this, honestly, for like being real. And then the girl from Even Stevens is like the sergeant, and it's just really good. The story's great. I think this needs to be in Bop to the Top, you know? Next movie, Halloweentown 2.
I'm scared.
I feel like it's equal to Halloweentown for me. I love it. So we're gonna put it in God tier. Next movie is Halloweentown High. So this is the third Halloweentown.
Their mission in life was to destroy all things magical.
Okay. You people really have to get out a little more.
You have until midnight on Halloween.
Wait, what did I say?
I would say that this probably is gonna go to Bop to the Top because, I don't know, 1 and 2 were like superior. They just had this feeling surrounding them that I feel like lacked in Halloweentown High. And then also there was Halloweentown University, and I like forgot to put that in here. I'm so sorry. But honestly, it's okay because I hated that one. You know why? Because they changed the main characters. Who does that? Were they busy? Like, why was there not Marnie? Like, she wasn't even back.
Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
Who's gonna go ahead and change Marnie? Whose decision was that? Because they should have been fired. Maybe they were. I'm so passionate. Next movie is Bop to the, or I almost said Bop to the Top. It is, in fact, not that. It is Smart House.
Pat, you're alive.
Wait a second.
You can't be our mother, Pat. You're not real.
I don't know, I just don't think this is like right for me.
So this movie was kind of traumatizing as a kid. Like, when I take myself back, for some reason, it was kind of scary. Like, I was kind of scared. Smart House was good though. Like, the concept was good, it was creative, it was fun. So I think it's gonna go Bop to the Top because I definitely would watch that again. So it's gonna go right up to Bop to the Top. Next movie, Johnny Tsunami.
Look, first one at the bottom of the mountain through all the gates in the train park wins.
So I know this was one of the bigger movies. Wasn't my scene. It just wasn't, you know, I wasn't cranking the Johnny Tsunami up in this house. But I feel bad putting it in Watch It and Weep because I think it was a good movie. So you know what? I'm going to put it in Good for Its Time, but wouldn't watch it again. But I feel weird because I feel like I should have done that with Xenon then. Like, I feel like for me, no, it's going, for some reason, it's pulling me to Good for Its Time, but wouldn't watch it again. Oh my gosh, this movie is so good. Okay, the next movie, The Color of Friendship. Guys, this movie is so great. If you have never watched this movie.
They all mean black people? Well, not colored technically. How many different words do they have for whites? Just white.
Like, it's so powerful. The storyline is amazing. And I kind of want to put it in God tier because the message is so good. I don't know, Color of Friendship maybe should be, you know what, I'm putting it in God tier. That was such a good movie. I'm putting it in God tier because the message was so ahead of its time. Next movie is The Ultimate Christmas Present.
Tonight, these girls had the perfect plan for Christmas.
The weather machine is missing.
Until it snowballed. Out of control. Disney unwraps the ultimate Christmas present.
So I remember this movie, loved it. I wish I would have watched this year. Honestly, so good. But it's just such a good, feel-good, nostalgic Disney Channel Christmas movie. So that is going to Bop to the Top. Next movie is Cheetah Girls 3. This is the only exception for a sequel that just did not do well. For me, like, I'm really sorry, but it's going to Watch It and Weep. Very sorry to you girls. To you girlies.
Listen, I'm not shaming, but I am though.
Because like Raven wasn't there and it was just weird, so I don't know. Next movie is Pixel Perfect.
What kind of hologram do you think I am?
So this was a really, really big one. I know a lot of people loved it. So for that, I'm going to put it in Good for Its Time. But but when I watch it again, because I wouldn't. But the Phil the Future guy is in there, and he was cute. So we're gonna put it in good first time, but when I watch it again. Next movie is Twitches.
And just when I thought my day couldn't get any stranger, I found them way in the... This is not my closet. In a weird way, I'm kind of relieved to hear that.
It's one of those classics that you put on every Halloween. So for that, I'm going to put it in God tier. And then Twitches 2. Twitches 2 is going in God tier. Yes.
Yes.
Next movie is Read It and Weep.
To survive high school, Jamie created an imaginary alter ego.
I am the great Isabella. It's a book?
Holy cow. Sweet.
But I remember really loving this movie, so it is gonna go to Bop to the Top.
You're not the only one who's been a dork lately. This one's for you.
Johnny Capalla back on board.
Johnny's grandpa is getting married, and now two families will become one.
Whether we like it or not, it's gonna happen. We are gonna be a family.
I'm not your Bob, your brother, and you're part of your family.
I'm gonna get this kid to like me.
So this is the one with Jake T. Austin. Same with, you know, Johnny Tsunami. Like, I don't think I'm gonna be turning it on anytime soon. So we're gonna put it in good for its time, but when I watch it again. Because I remember liking it and like being like, oh, this movie's good. But, you know, it doesn't stay in my thoughts the way High School Musical does. Next movie is Minutemen.
Got my two best guys right here.
I'm your favorite though, right? Dude, don't tell me you're gonna try to steal my girl. I'm supposed to believe you can build a time machine?
It's terrible that Stephanie fell off the top of the pyramid.
We can change that. We have to go back. Minutemen must use their powers for truth, justice.
We did it!
I feel like the only thing I truly remember about this movie, and I loved it, but really the only memory I have is my crush that I had on the boys. And one in particular that ended up being on Good Luck Charlie towards like the end of the seasons of Good Luck Charlie. That's all I got. So we're gonna put Minutemen in good for its time, but when I watch it again. Next movie, High School Musical 2. Don't even have to think. It's going right up to God tier. All High School Musicals are God tier without question.
Start warming up.
Whatever happens, as long as we're together, it's cool, right?
To take on their biggest challenge yet.
What are you doing here?
I will say High School Musical 3 was actually not a Disney Channel original movie because it was in theaters, so it was released, you know, out in film world, not just within the Disney Channel community. So we don't have High School Musical 3, but if we did, it'd be right up there too. So I don't know if it just got really dark for you guys, but it's really dark right now out of nowhere. I think there's like a tornado that's gonna happen, but that's besides the point because it's gonna have to like just wait a second because I'm doing a video. Next movie is Jump In. So this is the movie with Corbin Bleu. Whenever I think of Jump In, I just think of that Vine from back in the day where it's like, oh my God, is that Corbin Bleu from Jump In? And the girl's like,
oh my gosh, is that Corbin Bleu from Jump In?
I remember loving this movie because I think there might be like a legit tornado happening right now. Not really sure. It looks a little questionable. I don't even know where to go if there was one. Like, I've never been in a house without a basement. Like I said, I was on Jump In. I am kind of debating God tier or Bop to the Top. But like I said at the beginning, if I'm debating, then it's not a God tier. It is going to severely storm. I think Jump In needs to go to the Bop to the Top. Ooh. Next movie is Princess Protection Program. I love this movie. This was back when Selena and Demi We're besties.
Once upon a time, there were two very different girls, a princess from a small kingdom and a girl from a small town. But when fate brings them together...
I had to bring her here. The director didn't give me a choice.
A normal dad would go to a foreign country on a secret mission and bring his daughter back a t-shirt, not a person.
And, you know, everything was all right in the world. Well, now everyone can see me. Hey guys, hey, I'm filming a video. My like windows are wide open, so this is great. It just got so dark and it's only 1:30 and you would think it's like 7 in the evening. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, Princess Protection Program is going to go into Bop to the Top. Next movie, Starstruck.
He's Hollywood's it boy.
The fabulous Christopher Wilde.
She's a small town girl.
Why are you both so hung up on this guy?
A chance encounter.
Oh, I will give you 4 tickets to my next concert if you don't scream my name.
I don't want to see your stupid concert.
Okay, I need to get you to the doctor.
You give girls that look and expect them to fall for you? Well, it's not working with me, so get over it.
I feel like it just needs to go to Bop to the Top, but Starstruck is so good.
But if you're the one for me, then I'll be a hero.
But when I'm like, okay, High School Musical, Starstruck, like High School Musical, they don't feel right sitting on the same playing field. So we're gonna do Starstruck and Bop to the Top. Next movie is Camp Rock 2.
Camp Rock! Camp Rock! Camp Rock!
Wow, that was so powerful.
Academy Award.
So Camp Rock 2 is gonna go right up to God tier because I just feel like you gotta put the sequels together.
We're face to face, but we don't see eye to eye.
Oh my god, this guy is staring at me. This guy is staring at me. You gotta put the sequels. Hi. Next movie is Lemonade Mouth. Lemonade Mouth was never something that I don't even think I've watched.
I never went to Oval Jabber.
And I know that it was such a big movie. So I'm gonna cheat a little bit because I'm gonna say good for its time but wouldn't watch it again, but like I might watch it again because I don't think I've ever watched it. Next movie, Geek Charming.
I want you to star in my movie for the film festival.
What?
So this movie was kind of good, honestly. It was one of those that were very cheesy, like stupidly good. So it's gonna go in good for its time but wouldn't watch it again. Love Sarah Hyland. Next movie, 16 Wishes.
Abby Jensen made a list of 16 wishes.
Today is going to be magical.
If I'm being honest, like I get it. Like I understand the whole like Debbie Ryan, you know, the like, or when she's like, I walked into the Disney Channel headquarters.
My one thing was I went into the Disney Channel building and I sat down with the president of Disney Channel and I said, I want to make history. And that's what this is. This happened the other day, throwing things and catching them in my mouth. My friend was like trying to do it and was like, can you do it? And I was like, oh. And it was awesome.
Oh my god, are you always on the go and like doing spontaneous things?
It scares me to be still. It's terrifying, yeah.
Like I get it. But 16 Wishes kind of hit. It kind of hit. So it's going to Bop to the Top for me. Maybe you feel the same. Maybe I'm not alone in that because that movie was so good. For like no reason, it was so good. So next movie is the Good Luck Charlie movie.
Slay. Hey, what are you doing? I'm helping you. No, I don't need help. I can do this on my own. No, you can't, Teddy. You're not even in the right key. Dashing through the snow.
The storm is approaching. We need to hurry up. Good Luck Charlie is gonna go in God tier for me because Good Luck Charlie and the shows went in God tier for me, I'm pretty sure. Good Luck Charlie is so good. That movie is great and love it. So, love it. Frenemies. So, although Zendaya is a bright, shiny, Oscar-winning actress now, she was in some questionable things as a kid.
Ha ha ha. Psych. Ha ha.
So, we are gonna put that in Watch and Weep. I'm so sorry. Next movie, also something I've never seen, and I think people are going to literally, you know, cut me. Teen Beach Movie. It was kind of at the point where I wasn't religiously watching Disney anymore. I don't know. I like still watch Disney and don't really know who I'm trying to fool. But it wasn't like my religious, oh, I need to see this movie because I watch Disney all the time. Kind of. It was like the era when I was getting a little older. Teen Beach Movie, I'm gonna say good for its time, but wouldn't watch it again. Next movie is Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure.
I know.
About to start casting for new musical on Broadway.
Broadway? As in
Broadway? Nothing is turning out the way I planned it. Plan A, live in a penthouse and star on Broadway. Plan B, I don't have a plan B.
Sharpay could have just remained in High School Musical and we all would have been great. Since it is Sharpay and Ashley Tisdale is a great actress, I kind of feel like she needs to go in Good for Its Time, but want to watch it again. That just feels right to me. Next movie is Radio Rebel.
This is Radio Rebel.
As long as she doesn't know it's me, we shouldn't have a problem.
Until Radio Rebel's identity is revealed, I'm canceling the prom.
So again, this is like the Debbie Ryan meme. I get it. It wasn't the worst movie ever. I feel like it would go in Good for Its Time, but want to watch it again. Let It Shine.
I should have told you, but I never had the courage, and I thought you really wouldn't understand.
So this movie is like the rap battle with Coco Chanel. And I forget what the guy's name is, but he's a big actor now. So I feel like this was good for its time, but want to watch it again. But I do remember enjoying it. And the last and final movie is Wizards of Waverly Place, the movie.
I wish you and Dad had never even met.
Take them
What did you just do?
on their biggest
This is a very bad thing.
adventure.
Mom and Dad don't know each other, and they don't know us.
Wizards was my top favorite show on Disney Channel next to Hannah Montana. So for that, I'm gonna have to put it in God tier because it really was a great movie.
Some blue going on.
Where's that inspiration coming from?
I don't know. I like a little edge and a little pop in my hair, so I wanted to add something different, especially for the Teen Vogue party.
And it just holds a lot of feeling and specialness to me. So love that so much. Well, that was it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share for more content. Today's subscriber shout out goes to JJ Bulldog. Thank you so much for subscribing. You get a honk. Someone's car horn is... Ow. They said hey. But thank you so much for subscribing. It means so much. You're a very new subscriber, so thank you so much. And I will see you guys in my next one. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below your favorite Disney Channel original movie. I would love to talk about it in the comments. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.